Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be making this delicious comfort food using potatoes, chicken and some beef. And first thing I'm doing now is by adding some extra virgin olive oil into my pot. Then I'll add in my crushed garlic into the olive oil to infuse our oil. We'll stir this together and then we'll add in our cut onions straight into the pot. Stir everything together. In goes our Portuguese chorizo. I love the Portuguese chorizo. It just gives the food a different level of taste. So I stir everything together, that our olive oil, garlic, onion and chorizo. And then at this point I'll then pour in my onion powder. And mind you, this onion powder I made at home. So if you like to learn how to make your own onion powder at home, just drop your comments and I'll be so glad to share my recipe with you. Stir everything together once more, and then we'll start adding our tomato puree into the pot. Shake everything to make sure it releases everything from the bottle. But what I also like to do is when I finish, I add some water just to loosen up the rest of the tomato puree in the bottle and pour it into our pot. I don't like to waste anything, so I just make use of everything that I have. So I stir everything together. I'll then add my spices also, and right now I'm adding some curry powder. I'll also be adding another kind of mixed spice that I have in my kitchen, but feel free to use what you have. Just use what works for you. Use the spices that you like. You can use your thyme, you can use celery spice, you can use chicken, anything that you like, you can use that. And after that I then started adding my habanero pepper that I cut, and because of my kids don't like things very spicy, that's why I was very careful in the quantity of the habanero pepper that I was adding to the sauce. At this point I will then add 1 or 2 cubes of seasoning, of a chicken stock. So I'm adding my seasoning cubes for taste. Crush everything into your sauce and stir everything together once more. We'll then start dropping in our chicken thighs into the sauce. Because I'm using chicken and beef for this recipe, I just opened my fridge and I saw this beef and I had some chicken. I just decided to make everything together so that those that prefer chicken can have chicken and those that prefer beef can have beef, but everybody can have something they like. So after adding the beef gently into the sauce with the chicken, we'll then stir everything together, making sure that the meat coats, that the sauce coats the meat. At this point, we then cover the pot and allow this to cook on low heat. After a few minutes, we'll check on our sauce to see how it's going, and it looks super yummy. It looks so good. The meat has cooked and the stew has also fried very well, so this looks very good. I'll just stir it to be sure that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot and that nothing is burning down there. At this point, I'll then gently drop in my cubed potatoes that I peeled and I cut. And I decided to do potatoes because there is just the satisfaction that potato gives. I just love when I mix potatoes with beef or chicken. I just love the food. I just love eating potatoes and meat. That was why I decided to share this recipe. And then I'm pouring some water to help the potato cook with the sauce. Stir everything to make sure that the potato get submerged in the sauce, in the meat sauce, and then cover your pot and allow this to cook once more. We'll check on it again, and this looks amazing. This took me about 5 minutes when I put the potatoes, and everything got so tender. So depending on the strength of your stove, if you have a very powerful stove, it might even take less and all that, but this took about 5 minutes for it to cook. And then I noticed that by the time I poked the potatoes, they were all cooked. And then this is what the food, how the food turned out, and how it looked at the end. And now this is the time for us to do the best part, and that is to serve this food. And to serve this food, what I did was to wash up some lettuce, and then I used the lettuce to plate my dish before then pouring my food over the lettuce. So like I mentioned, I have the lettuce all washed, and on the plate I'll then gently scoop over the lettuce. I'll scoop the food over the lettuce, some potatoes, some chicken, some beef, just to make sure that I have everything, and for me to have a balanced diet, because I love to have my greens. They're very important. So guys, that is it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, if you enjoyed watching this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Also share this video with your friends. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for everything, for all the support, guys. You guys are awesome. So this is what we have. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. See you. Bye.